Alright, so, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be making a tier list all about imps. My last tier list video was about the P-Shooter class, which I will link right up here. Alright, let's get started.
Doing it well.
Alright, regular imp. A good old regular imp. Everyone's got this guy. If you don't, then, how? But regular imp, I don't see him anywhere else than A tier. The reason for this is he's really solid, just a really solid character, deals 7 6s, and his mech is pretty good. Missile Madness could be used to destroy groups of plants, though his Robo Stomp isn't really used as much because you're better off just using his mech's primary. But he's just a really solid character, so he goes into the A tier. Lil Drake, this guy, is probably going right blop. He's not that great, he really isn't. He has fire damage. Fire damage is incredibly annoying, but that's kind of all he has. He's an annoying character because how to play a little drink bet. Did I say little drink? How to play a little drink. Did I say it again? How to play a little Drake best is to just ignite every plant on fire, like just annoying them with fire damage. Like your whole strategy and gimmick, he's not that good, and there are better imps here, which I will go over later. And his mech really isn't that good, it's just Fire Chomper but upgraded. And the abilities aren't that good either, except the Drake dash. That dash, if you go on high ground and do the mobility tech, you can zoom across the entire map, so it's still pretty bad though. A Cone Imp, this guy, Bwomp. I personally love this character. He's a lot of fun. Back then, he was super overpowered when he had 32 ammo. Shoutouts if you remember that. His mech isn't that good. It really isn't. The whole gimmick with the mech is it's faster. It has a faster mobility speed, but has less health, and that's kind of it. The mech's primary isn't that great. It deals solid damage, and the abilities he has are a potato mine, which are really gimmicky, like a zombie with a potato mine in a mech. If a base zombie class had a potato mine naturally, that'd be really good. But that's your mech's ability, and that's not that good. But he's pretty underrated though. I love him. Alright, next we have S.H.R.imp. I'm just gonna chuck him up here and quickly explain why. His primary, I just slammed my keyboard. His primary is really basic. It's just regular imps, but more accurate. But where he's better than regular imp, which is why he's an S tier, is from his mech. His mech simply makes him one of the best snipers in the game. It's a hit scan beam. It means where you can just hover your crosshair over anything and just hold shoot, and it will hit no matter what. This guy's mech could do that very easily by staying in the back of the map and just sniping anyone. And don't forget, he has shrimp jump, which can make him run away from any battle or engage in any battle. He can also use that shrimp jump to go onto any high ground to snipe even better. Hooray! One of the best snipers in the game, and without his mech, he would be around here or here. But he has the best mech, so he's going right there. Z7 Imp. This is the equivalent of pay-to-win character. You can only acquire Z7 Imp through the deluxe edition of Going for 2. And that is it. You can never acquire this character unless you buy the deluxe edition. And that's a bad start already for a character, but it gets worse. Z7 Imp has 18 shots, a 22 with ammo upgrade, and he can destroy, out DPS, almost every plant in the entire game. He hits so much damage with his primary. He's an imp, so he can just juggle around you, double jump, a speed upgrade, he can zoom around you, impossible to hit. Hits like a truck. You can spam. If you have the equivalent of a fast trigger finger, you can just all day long with no penalty since no one can hit you. And don't forget, he has a mech. So if he's on low health, he can just go on a 350 health mech and snipe with it. Because, oh yeah, his mech can also medium range. Because why not? The abilities, of course, aren't that good. A gravitational pull is like one of the worst abilities in the game. And the Falcon Backhand, or whatever the hell it's even called, is really situational and you'll never hit that thing. But a Z7 Imp, really broken. Alright, now Party Imp. This guy is really fun. I really like this guy. So you're going here, and I'll explain why. He's a party character, a legendary variant. If you don't know what a legendary variant is, if you acquire 5 vanquishes, you get a party meter. That party meter gives you increased speed, defense, and damage for 30 seconds, I believe. And he's just an upgrade to regular imp, except he has party time. And there's also a tech with this character called a party time mech. A pretty lame name, but whatever. Which basically, he can acquire party time in his mech. And I'll just show you this clip on screen of me actually doing it in game to show you why it's that good. Yeah, I'm pretty broken. And our last imp is a Scallywag Imp. I also really like this guy, and I think he's better than regular imp. Hey, get over there. He's a really underrated character. He's a legendary character, but he's different. But he gets his meter in 3 vanquishes, but he only gets a speed boost and defense boost, not a damage boost. And with that in mind, if you can chain together your vanquishes, you can do a lot with this guy. You can zoom around the map, hit heavy damage with his primary. His primary is amazing, up close only. From sniping distance, it won't do much. Only if you tap fire. A tap firing is like this. If you do that from range, you'll hit shots, but obviously it won't be as effective as up close damage, but it's whatever. So this guy, he's really underrated. I really like him. And with that, that is my imp tier list. If you don't agree with any of my opinions here, like for an example, if you think a Z7 I should be in D, a Drake I should be in SS tier, let me know why. Alright, see you in the next video.